You hear that word all the time, right? Detox. But what does it really mean? Well, forget the juice cleanses and the fads for a second. We're about to pull back the curtain on a hidden superpower that your body is using right now, 24/7, to keep you healthy. Seriously, let's get into it.
So here's the game plan. First, we're going to figure out what detox actually is. Then we'll break down the 3 crucial phases. Think of it as a 3-act play. We'll look at what happens when the whole system gets backed up. And finally, the fun part, how to get things flowing smoothly again.
So I'll ask you again, when you hear the word detox, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably something we saw on social media promising a total reset in just a few days. Yeah, exactly. We think of these things, right? These quick, sometimes pretty extreme programs. But what if I told you that real, true detoxification has almost nothing to do with any of this? This right here is the truth. Detox isn't an event you schedule. It's a nonstop, incredibly sophisticated biological process. Your body is an absolute master at it, working tirelessly behind the scenes. So the real question isn't, how do I detox? But how do I support the amazing system I already have? And to make this super simple to understand, we're gonna use this brilliant analogy. I want you to imagine that your body's entire detox system is a bathtub. Okay, so stick with me here. The faucet, that's phase 1. It's where toxins come into the tub. The drain is phase 2. Its job is to make those toxins safe. And the sewer line, that's phase 3. It's how you get everything out and away. For this whole system to work, all 3 parts have to be working together in perfect harmony. So let's start at the beginning. Phase 1, the faucet. This is your body's first response, and it's all about transformation. So what's happening here is pretty wild. Your liver has this special family of enzymes, the Cytochrome P450 crew, and they act like little chemical converters. They grab onto toxins that are stored in your fat, which are really hard to get rid of, and they start changing them. But, and this is a huge but, this process creates brand new, really unstable molecules called free radicals. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. In its attempt to help you, phase 1 can actually create something more dangerous than the original toxin it started with. It's like trying to disarm a bomb and accidentally making it more volatile. This puts a ton of pressure on the next step. Which brings us to phase 2, the drain. The whole job of the drain is to jump on those dangerous free radicals that phase 1 just created and neutralize them, fast, before they can cause damage. You could say this is probably the most demanding step in the whole process, because it needs a lot of resources. And here's why. Phase 2 isn't just one thing. It's a bunch of different pathways all working at once. And look, they all run on fuel, specifically nutrients from our food. The sulfation pathway needs sulfur, from stuff like garlic and eggs. The glutathione pathway, which is a total powerhouse, needs amino acids from good protein. The takeaway here is so simple, but so important. If you don't have these nutrients, the drain gets clogged. It just can't keep up. All right, so the faucet is on, the drain is working, the toxins are transformed and neutralized, but they're still hanging out in the bathtub. Phase 3 is the sewer line. It's the final physical step of actually getting the trash out of your body for good. And your body has 3 main ways to do this. The number 1 route is through your bowels. Bile carries the junk out. Your kidneys are constantly filtering your blood and getting rid of toxins through urine. And yep, you can even eliminate a small amount through your skin when you sweat. Now, these exit routes are absolutely non-negotiable. If they're not working efficiently, let's say you're constipated, those neutralized toxins have nowhere to go. So what happens? They get reabsorbed right back into your system, and you've got to start the whole process all over again. All that hard work from phases 1 and 2, wasted. And this, right here, leads us to the big problem for so many of us, the detox imbalance. What happens when the faucet is blasting, but the drain and the sewer line are clogged up? You get a bottleneck, a total traffic jam. Imagine the faucet is turned on full blast, and things like environmental chemicals, some medications, even alcohol can do this, flooding your system with those nasty free radicals. Meanwhile, if you're low on nutrients for phase 2 or your gut health is off for phase 3, your drain and sewer line are sluggish. The result? The bathtub overflows, and that overflow is toxic. This is exactly why some aggressive cleanses can make people feel worse. They crank up the faucet without clearing the drain. Let's just look at one quick example. A really common toxin called acetaldehyde, it's what your body makes when it processes alcohol, can seriously mess things up. It can boost the activity of a key enzyme by up to 40%. This creates a domino effect that messes with your blood sugar and puts major stress on your cells. It's a perfect example of how just one thing can start to clog the whole system. And when that system gets clogged, what does it feel like? Well, it often feels like everyday life, that brain fog you can't shake, the fatigue, nagging headaches, weird gut issues, suddenly being sensitive to smells like perfume. Even hormone imbalances can all be signs that your body's detox system is overloaded and waving a white flag for help. Okay, so how do we fix it? How do we unclog the system? Well, the answer isn't some fancy 7-day fix. It's about a smart, consistent strategy using whole foods to support all 3 phases at the same time. And the evidence points to foods like these. Cruciferous veggies like broccoli and cabbage are superstars because they support both phase 1 and phase 2. The allium family, garlic, onions, provide that crucial sulfur for phase 2. Berries are packed with compounds that help keep phase 1 in check. And quality protein is non-negotiable. It gives you the building blocks for glutathione, your body's master antioxidant. And that's really the big idea we need to walk away with. The goal has to shift. We're not trying to force a cleanse. We're trying to consistently give our body the tools it needs day in and day out to run its own brilliant, powerful detox program. So that brings us to the final question, really for you to think about. Knowing about the faucet, the drain, and the sewer line, what's one small thing you could do every day to support this incredible system? Because true, lasting health isn't found in a quick fix. It's found in mastering the art of daily support.